Welcome to SVG-TV News for Tuesday, July 1st. I'm Jimmy Prince for the details. This country may begin taking steps to decriminalize the small quantities of marijuana. During a media conference yesterday, Prime Minister Dr. Gonzalez said that he would like discussions to commence on the issue of decriminalizing quantities of marijuana under 15 grams and on the issue of medical marijuana. Gonzalez has been open on the subject within recent times, having taken the issue to Parliament. He announced that during the 35th CARICOM meeting, which got underway today in Antigua, the issue of marijuana was expected to be discussed.
There are persons who have been criminalized for smoking a joint. With all the years of experience I have, and with all the studies I've done to this matter, that seems to me to be entirely counterproductive. And we need to have a serious conversation about that.
Legislators in Jamaica recently made changes regarding the possession of small quantities of the drug, making it a ticketable offense. Prime Minister Gonzalez at yesterday's media conference offered no new insight into the investigation surrounding the resignation of former High Court Registrar Tamara Gibson Marks. He, however, told the journalists he maintains contact with the three entities involved in the investigations: the Attorney General, the Director of Audit, and the Commissioner of Police.
The Director of Audit, a few days ago I asked her, she told me that they're making good progress and that they are, in addition to files at the registry, they are getting information elsewhere. The Commissioner of Police has informed me that he has one of his senior investigators on the matter and who is in touch with the relevant, the other authorities which I've named. I have not communicated with the Director of Public Prosecution, because the Director of Public Prosecution would make his determination on any matter which he has to deal with in his own deliberate judgment as an independent, as the person who is under the Constitution is in control of prosecutions.
Meanwhile, the Prime Minister has defended the government against accusations that the relevant authorities allowed the former registrar to leave the country in light of suspicions of wrongdoing. Gonzalez outlined the events from the time the former registrar was asked to resign and when she left the state. According to the Prime Minister, necessary action was taken to prevent her from leaving. However, the events occurred within quick time.
The three officers of state, Attorney General, Director of Audit, and Commissioner of Police, were all contacted to meet to discuss how they're going to proceed. And I've also been advised that the Commissioner of Police contacted that very day the Office of the Chief Immigration Officer. By 2:30 or thereabouts, the very same 21st, is the day on which I've been advised that the former registrar left for St. Lucia. How is it, how can you hold the Commissioner of Police or the Chief Immigration Officer or the Attorney General or the Office of the Prime Minister responsible in those circumstances?
Meantime, the Prime Minister used the opportunity to explain the appointment process of the position of registrar. He said that the appointment comes through the Governor General on the advice of the Judicial Services and Legal Commission of the OECS, which is headed by the Chief Justice, and after consultation with the Prime Minister.
My role in the appointment of a registrar has nothing to do beyond consulted. I can't tell them whom I want as registrar. And when you see advice in the Constitution, when they say something has to be, the Governor General appoints on the advice of the Judicial and Legal Service Commission, when the Chief Justice, as chairman of the Judicial and Legal Service Commission, writes the Governor General and tenders his advice, by a matter of constitutional law, the Governor General must appoint who he is advised to appoint. That's what advice means in constitutional law.
In other news, the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital on Monday received a quantity of supplies donated by the Food for the Poor organization. Local representative of the FFP organization, Rosita Snag, says since its establishment here in the 1990s, the organization has provided a number of relief efforts, including to those affected by the December floods.
We brought in a container, 40-foot container that provided relief for Nemo. This is another effort. A few weeks ago we brought in the toilet papers, and just on Friday this is our other relief effort. You might want to think that it's just the hospital that is benefiting, but no, there are other organizations benefiting. There's the Ministry of National Mobilization. Right now we have a pig rearing project with the Liberty Lodge Boys Training Center, and we also have a bee rearing project with them. We also have provided assistance to the Hibiscus Cooperative Credit Union in Mesopotamia, and in August we are going to provide some shutters to the Mariaco Secondary School, the St. Joseph's Convent Mariaco. One of the things that Food for the Poor says is that nothing, not one single item of the supplies that they have provided for us must go on sale.
Senior nursing officer thanked the organization for its contribution to the hospital.
They look small, but they're going to be a very long way to us in relation to giving care. So I heard Father Mike said it's small, but when I look at it, I realize the contribution is not a small contribution. It will go a long way in which we are going to give care. So as was said before, Sister De Silva, our Sienna, for being here with us, Sister De Silva, Mrs. Rosita Snag, and Father Stewart, all of the other colleagues for being here with us to receive these gifts.
Plans are being put in place for the staging of the second annual cultural festival showcasing international cuisine and local craft. The event is being organized by a committee which includes the Department of Culture, the Kingstown Cruise Terminal, and several other partners. It seeks to expose the many foods from around the world that can be had in SVG, and gives local craft persons the opportunity to exhibit and sell their wares. Cultural Festival 2014 is scheduled for Saturday 12th and Sunday 13th of July at the Kingstown Cruise Terminal from 12 noon on both days. The organizers say with the success of last year's inaugural festival, they are hoping to present a more innovative and enhanced program this year. Some news from the courts. Alistair Smith, also known as Tombstone, who recently was released from Her Majesty's prisons after serving a sentence on charges of deception, is before the court again on similar charges. Smith was arrested and charged by the police on 14 different charges of deception, which reportedly occurred between the 14th and 28th of June 2014. Smith is said to have falsely induced Reynald Quashie of Buckerman Bay to give him $6,500 in cash, and also sending to his cellular phone approximately $1,200 credit. He was escorted to the Kingstown Magistrates Court yesterday and pleaded not guilty to the charges. Police, however, objected to his bail, stating that they were carrying out other investigations into other matters. Senior Magistrate Rashawn Brown Matthias reminded him that should be remanded him into custody for 1 week in the first instance. Welcome to Carnival Beat. It can almost be categorized as a clean sweep for the Guinness Widelima Hits FM, Blondie Bird and Friends in securing the top spot in the 2014 Junior Band of the Year competition. Blondie Bird and Friends was adjudged first in 5 of the 7 categories in yesterday's competition. Jamisha Wright has the details in this report.
The Guinness Wide Delima hits 103.7 Blondie Bird and Friends with its presentation Heat yesterday pushed the 2013 Junior Band of the Year SVG Players International into second place to capture the 2014 Junior Band of the Year title. In securing the top spot, Blondie Bird and Friends was adjudged first with its individual portrayals fiery and in the heat of the night in the 5 to 9 and 10 to 15 categories respectively. Blondie Bird and Friends also took the top spot for Best Junior section with Heat for So. SVG Players International, who cupped second overall, was adjudged first in the Uptown competition and Best Junior King of Carnival with the portrayal Thunderstorm. Second place for Junior King went to Blondie Bird and Friends with Heat Wave. High Voltage Mass Production was adjudged third with Virus, and Melbourne Artisans took the fourth place. The Best Junior Queen went to Blondie Bird and Friends with its presentation Fiery. Digicel Juicy Nelson Block took the second spot with Juicy. Lonely Blues from Janelin was adjudged third, leaving SVG Players International to settle for fourth with the portrayal A Stairway to Heaven. Securing the third spot in the overall Junior Band of the Year competition was Nelson Block's We Drinking, with High Voltage fourth with Tech Fantasy. Reporting for Carnival Beats, I am Jamisha Wright.
And after years of absence from the carnival scene, members of the Roses crew reunited on stage last Friday at the Calypso semi-finals at Carnival City Victoria Park. The performance was to honor one of the founding members of the North Leeward group, Stuart Rudy Louis, who was killed in 2012. Dale Silva has more.
Rudy, the greatest ever, right? He's not here with us as in body, but he's here with us in spirit.
No one has yet been held responsible for the death of founding member of the Roses crew, Stuart Rudy Louis, but his memory lives on in the hearts of those who knew him best. The group, comprising Gregory DJ 20 Small, Delroy Fireman Hooper, Carl Chainsaw Alexander, Aileen Sexy Sugar Joyette, Rollo, Mincy, Ricey, and Rudy, was officially formed back in 1999. The Roses crew was a group of friends who came together with one vision, that of changing the musical landscape in St. Vincent. And ironically, although Rudy was a victim of violence, the Roses crew was all about promoting peace through sports and music.
The youth wasn't taking up music from our great Beckett, Soso, Scotch, Arambambi and these people. So we wanted to start this movement for the youth.
Last Friday's performance at the National Calypso semi-finals may have been long anticipated by die-hard Roses crew fans. However, the original crew, though not separated, have gone on to do different things, basically ruling out any likelihood that there may be a reunion anytime soon.
Vincent have been waiting for this a long time. You know, they want to see me, Fireman, and the rest of the Roses crew on stage. Well, you know, Rudy, dead and gone, he missing. And my wife, Sexy Sugar, she become a Christian and she can't be here tonight. But, you know, she just tell us to go and do our best.
Well, Roses crew has never been really separated, right? It's just that different people have different things to do in life and we take our own journey. But my journey from scratch was music, right? So this is what Roses crew is all about. And a lot of people, especially the youngsters, they always want to see Roses crew back together because they have never seen us together.
Well, tonight I know whenever Rudy is in his grave, he is smiling. You know, Rudy wanted to do this for a long time, to see everybody back on stage together. And I know he'll be resting in peace tonight when we don't put out a performance for him, you know. So Fireman has said all before, it's just all about Roses crew tonight, representing Rudy straight.
They take pride in crediting themselves with having made a contribution to taking the Soca Monarch competition to another level. This includes the music, the energy, and where competitors had all had a fair chance. Original member Delroy Fireman Hooper, who is the most successful of the original group members, having won the Soca Monarch title on 7 occasions, will be looking to recapture the title this Saturday in the much anticipated competition for Vincima 2014.
When we first embraced soca music, well, I was doing music since in school. The way we had Soca Monarch in the past, it is not here now at present. It's polarized now. I remember the good days of me, Luther, DJ 20, well, let me say the Roses crew. circle that. Allergy, everybody, Matzat. So come on, it used to be nice. Everybody bring their people to park, and it was never used to be 1 and 2 songs playing someplace. Now we lost that, right? Now I would like to see, because that's our vision. Everybody participate in carnival, get a fair try in carnival, right? And may the best person win, not because it is polarized around 3, 4, 5 persons. You get your chance to win because you deserve to win.
Dale De Silva reporting for SVG-TV Evening News.
Well, the contestants in the 2014 Miss Caraval pageant are now in the state in preparation for Friday night's show. Earlier today, the contestants met with members of the local media at the Young Island Resort and shared a little about themselves and what patrons can expect from them at the staging of Miss Caraval 2014. Here's Jamisha Wright with more.
Well, hello St. Vincent. I'm a very energetic and social individual. So come Friday the 4th of July, I will be giving you everything that is pure Antigua and Barbuda. Expect an awesome show and an awesome performance from me, Antigua and Barbuda. And I just hope that you will come out and support me. I know I'm in St. Vincent, so definitely you're rooting for St. Vincent, but Antigua and Barbuda, please support me.
Hi, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I am 23-year-old Kiswana Jeffred representing Guyana.
Alright, so of course the main reason why you're in St. Vincent is for the Miss Caraval pageant. What can St. Vincent expect from Miss Guyana? Why should we support you really?
Of course, I'll be presenting myself to you the Guyanese style. I won't tell you what it is. I'll leave that for you to see for yourself on Friday at 8 p.m. sharp.
I expect you to see personality, see talent, exuberance from not only me, but all the other contestants as well.
Alright, I know most of you like to keep the details for the night, but can we expect to see a little bit of dancing, dramatizing, singing? What we can expect from Miss Barbados?
I'll be dancing.
You'll be dancing?
Yes. I am generally very much involved in theater, so you expect a performance, but more so I'll be singing. That is going to be my talent, and my package is good. I have been preparing for a while, and I'm sure everybody will have a good show. I sing.
You do sing?
Yes.
So you would be singing on the night?
Yes, I will.
Would you say you are 100% ready for this show, or you still have some tweaking to do up to Friday?
With pageantry, I don't think you're ever 100% ready. There's always something to be done. There's squats to be done. You could run up a hill. You could always get more toned, or you could always do this a little better, or your outfits. So I don't think anyone is 100% ready, except you just hope that your preparation will pay off.
Pure entertainment, intelligence, and grace being showcased. So come prepared to be entertained.
Alright, I'm sure though you would want to give us a little sneak peek into the night. Would you be singing? Would you be dramatizing? What would you be doing for your talent?
Let's just say I'm going to do something interesting, so you should come and see what I do.
Alright.
Of course, everyone has to come out on July 4th. I put in so much work, so much dedication. I committed to the task. My chaperone as well, she partnered with me and she worked. You know, we had so many sleepless nights, but I know that it's going to be all for good. So I expect everyone to come out and have an amazing time. It's not just going to be a show, it's going to be an experience that they will be able to remember for a long time.
I remember on Miss SVG night, you wowed us with your aerial dancing. What could we, is there another surprise for July 4th?
If I say
then it will be a surprise, right?
Right.
But I still think we deserve St. Vincent. We deserve a preview into the night.
Well, I'll just tell you that I intend to intrigue you and I intend to enthrall you with my performances.
La presentación que les tengo preparada.
Okay, well, I'm going to give the best of Genesis Valera as she is, and I hope that at the night of the show you do enjoy what I have to give.
So she trained since a couple of months. She had a dance teacher, 4 classes per week, and yes, very intense. And she also tried to learn some English words, or at least introduce herself and be polite. And j'espère que ça va vous plaire. She hopes you will enjoy it, but she will give the best.
SVG-TV also caught up with the reigning Miss Caraval Dominican Deslasa Amor Shenford, who says she's very impressed with the contestants in this year's competition and that she's looking forward to a great show on Friday night.
Oh, it's an excellent crop of girls. I've known a few through competing in regional pageants and just known personally, and the others just really look ready for the games, so it should be an excellent show.
All right, how was your reign? It's almost on July 4th. It would officially come to an end. Tell us, what the year was like for you.
It was a fantastic year. I got to make appearances at different carnival shows recently after I was crowned, and also speak to the differently able population of St. Vincent and the Grenadines at the Prime Minister's residence for a dinner that they had, which is very special to me to give back to St. Vincent in that way. I also competed at the Miss World competition during my year, and the Miss Caraval competition was the first of 3 regional pageants that allowed me to qualify for Miss World, which is a special standard set by the Miss Dominica Queen Show Committee. So I really have to thank Miss Caraval and the entire committee for the fantastic show that they put on and giving me the opportunity and the contacts and everything else that came with winning the Miss Caraval crown.
And the chairperson of the Beauty Shows Committee, Caraval Rodriguez, says that things are shaping up very well for the staging of the pageant. She spoke of the many prizes that are up for grabs on the night of the show.
$4,300 US for the winner, $1,300 US for the first runner-up, and $700 US for the second runner-up. And all contestants get gifts from the business houses, the local business houses, our local products, and gifts from all the business houses as well when they go back.